Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another thrilling episode of the Checkmate. I am Eltezi Mr. Riebebe, and seated right next to me is one of a very valuable players in the Kenyan Premier League of Mudomo. Habari ya siku ya leo?
Poa sana.
Uko poa? Anajulikana kama Sir Georges Ole Parako. Sir Georges, weekend imekuwa ni weekend moja ya huzuni sana kwa sababu kulikuwa na the funeral of the sister to right former honorable Raila Amolo Odinga ambaye anajulikana kama Beryl Achieng. So Beryl was laid to rest it was on Saturday. Na hapo kulikuwa na mambo mingi za siasa. First of all, tulimwona Winnie Odinga. Winnie Odinga siku hizi ni kama ameamua yani chezi chini. Siku hizi ameamua kuchoma. So she was there and she was the one who's speaking right in front of the mother who was also there, Mama Ida Odinga. And now Winnie alitoka kaongea akasema tunajua mnatuambia hii tutulie nini mambo nini, lakini for democracy to progress or for democracy to be of value to the people, we have to allow or rather listen to dissenting voices. Na hapo akasema na ule ni rafiki yangu Babu Wino, hebu usalimia watu. Babu Wino akapiga Babu Wino akagotea watu na Winnie Odinga katoka. So nikaangalia nikasema na watu wanakuja strong. Inaonekana kama Babu Wino na Winnie Odinga ni kama kuna ka alliance hapo.
When you mean
Winnie Odinga na Babu Wino.
Alisema huyu ni rafiki yangu, alimaanisha boyfriend or
bestie. Lakini in political terms, in political way, what I saw from that is that she meant that niko na Babu. I am with Babu. He is my friend. Unajua? So watu wengine walikuwa nasema TV maybe anafanya kama mwenda zake babake kwamba everyone ni rafiki yake kwa siasa. Lakini if you can see, they are the young leaders of ODM. The Babu Wino, the Winnie Odinga, the Sifunas, the Caleb Hamisi. So mimi nikiangalia naona ni kama ambaye kunaweza kuwa na alliance. What do you think? If there is an alliance between the youngsters, can they be able to trample the one and only Oburu Odinga ama wazee? Because said the generational
the old dogs.
Yeah, the old dogs. Wenye pesa.
You see, I think ODM is a party, it's a national party.
Yes.
So we think, and as a national party, then it should not be seen like it's a Raila Odinga government. You know?
Yes.
Because everything we are referring to is Oburu Odinga,
Winnie Odinga,
Ida Odinga, and
Ruth Odinga.
So I think we need to start seeing the party as a national party.
Yes.
Is and it's being funded by the national checker, isn't it?
Yes.
So we should now start to see like it's not just a matter of a family affair. It's a national affair.
Yes.
Where we are also looking at people like Joho, Junet Mohammed.
Yeah.
We see like we see like Nyang'nyong because those are the big boys in the game, but they are no longer.
Yeah. Because
I think they are also not really looking at the party as something serious. I think eventually ODM may go to waste.
Yeah. I had someone telling me that the most important thing ODM should do, not ODM, the youngsters, because now in this, by the way, guys, in this segment, we are speaking about the old tax versus the new guns. Ambao wanakuja, and the old tax, we are talking about the party leader, that is Oburu Odinga, and we also have Netwanani, Nyang'nyong na hao, but hao by the way hajakuwa vocal sana kina Nyang'nyong na Orengo. Hao ni kama hata wamekuja kwa the young faction. But let's go for kina Oburu Odinga and the likes of that kina Oparanya, kina Joho. Hata Joho si mzee kimiaka, lakini ako katika hiyo faction. Kina Simba Rati pia yeye hajajulikana sana sana kwa wapi, lakini pia kuna wao kina Bruce Omadi hiyo side, na kuna hawa ambao ni the new guns in towns, akina Winnie Odinga, akina Babu Wino, akina Sifuna, Caleb Kamisi. Now someone was saying to me, why will the young guns mbona wasitoke kama vile Raila Amolo Odinga alitoka wakati babake alikuwa kidogo anataka kuendekeza chama for Kenya vile anataka? Why doesn't the young guns watoke tu wazi peupe waseme tunatengeneza chama yetu leo?
You see, parties are not run on ideas. They are run on money. Money is
that's a reality, see ideology.
And then also look at the Kenyan politics.
Yes,
it's all about cash. It's a cash politics.
Yeah.
If you have no money, you cannot make an impact in Kenya.
Yes. Kwa ground.
Yes. So
kwa ground ndo nataka kitu.
So the youngsters they don't control the money, you know. Money is controlled by the old boys. So the best is, and then you have to blend the new and the old. Yeah, for you to have a good result. So if the young, nobody will trust the country with the youngsters. Nobody. Youngsters will not even trust themselves with the leadership of the country. It's said in the Bible that one time when Solomon died, his son Rehoboam took over. And the northern kingdom came to him and said, "Guy, your father was so harsh on us," because Solomon used to force them to do labor and also tax them highly.
Excuse me. Yes.
So they requested for him to lighten the burden.
Yes.
And the elders told the king, "Do as they say." But then he went and consulted the youngsters. So what they say, told him, "Tell them you're going to use scorpions." Yeah. So, in other words, he said, "My father was using, whips. I'm going to use scorpions
to push."
So, what I'm trying to say is, youth. Nobody will trust the youth with the country. Nobody. You are supposed to be trained. And what happens in Kenya is, when you think you can be the best driver, immediately you start driving. So what happens is, you end up killing your passengers. So right now we need to look at politics as a matter of leadership, and leadership comes with experience. You cannot just wake one morning and be a leader of Babu Wino cannot just become a president of Kenya. You need to sit under, and that's why most of the time you find a deputy president or a vice president, or whichever president who is under the president, most of the time becomes the president of a country.
Because I'm Milan.
Mostly you find like PSs or CSs rise to the level of a president because he has been sitting under the feet of the leader. But you cannot just wake one morning and say, "I have the ideology. I have the idea." Where have you got the ideology from? Where have you got the idea from? So you must be tested.
Because I saw Babu Wino, he had several rallies. Several rallies. I'm not sure of the place, but it was in Nyanza. And he went there, kulikuwa na cup, nini, akafanya rally. So when I read his post on X, Babu said that Mupende, yani hii ndo time imefika. He might not accept it, but the time has come and we are rising to take it. So kumaanisha kwamba kina Babu wameamua modo kwa modo. Wameamua hapa baki mtu. Alafu ukiangalia pande mwingine, Oburu Odinga baada aliongea siku ya mazishi. Na akasema aliambia Kinososi hakuna kitu kingine ya kupanga hapa na kuongea ODM. I am the leader of ODM. Na mutulie. Na Mama Odinga came and akareaffirm the same position. Akasema, you young leaders, you must, just what you're saying, you young leaders, you must be calm because we need you in the future. So what did Mama Ida say in front of Winnie Odinga? Bado time yenyu.
You see, you cannot just imagine that in the presence of your father, you are the leader of the family, then go and set your own family. There is no way my son will overthrow me and be the king in my own house.
Yes.
So a party, a party will always have some guys coming in who are young, like Akina Sifuna now at the SG. So you can now not want to be the leader of the party all of a sudden.
Yes.
You don't have the resources.
Yes.
Because resources are built. You build resources. Even if you normally say people steal,
yes,
you cannot steal 100 billion in a day.
Yes.
You have to steal kidogo kidogo to fill your purse.
Yeah.
So resources are built. And that is what the youth don't understand. You cannot just wake one morning and work smart and become a rich man. You have to work because that's why you don't get a child today and start working the following day.
Yes.
It is a process. You have to understand it's a process. So your time will come, and also you'll be an old man. Like you're seeing Oburu being an old man. Eventually you'll be an old man, and people will start kicking you out. Yeah.
Come on. And so what do you think if these guys open up their own party? Because unajua wanasema kwamba a journey of a million steps, a journey of a million miles starts with one step. Na pengine kina Babu Owino na kina Winnie Odinga wanaangalia wanaona right now staying with because there is politics in play. Someone like Babu Owino, probably he's feeling like, hey, right now if I side with them Zez, I will lose the Gen Zs. I will lose the millennials vote, because the millennials tend to not be really into the old people, the leadership of the older leaders of Kenya. What do you think? Maybe Babu Owino na kina Sifuna wanaangalia na kina Owino wanaona hawa wazee hata tuwatoke kiubana sisi tubaki na hii vote college yetu na pale mbele itatusaidia.
You see, number one, in Kenya you should realize there are two things that determines who becomes the leader in Kenya. Number one is a tribe. Because penda usipende, we are very tribal. Whether millennials, whether whichever category of people you put, we are tribal. So a tribe will determine how many votes you get. Number two is the money.
Yes.
So you have to combine those two, money and the tribe you come from.
Yes.
So for example, the major base of Owino is the Luo community.
Yes.
That's a fact. So if now you are saying that, and the other thing you need to understand is the youngsters rarely vote. They rarely vote. They have no time. If you can, we can do it online.
Youngsters, you don't have time.
If you can do it online,
yes.
If it's possible for us to vote online,
yeah,
then I can count them on.
Yes.
But as long as going to queue from morning to evening,
yeah,
they will not vote.
Lala?
We were also young. You know what people don't understand is
we were
was
there.
Young.
Yes.
Yeah. And
anajitanga the Gen Z leader.
Yeah, because he knows what, he was a young man and he knows how many times he voted. And it's all over the world. The youngsters rarely vote. Once they go, they find the queue is too long. Bwana pombe itapoa. So they just go away, walk away.
Yes.
So, and you can be sure in Kenya, it will take a long time.
Yes.
Before we start using the online voting. Yes.
Kwa hivyo Sir Georges, if at all the young leaders from ODM will decide today we want to part from ODM, what will be the implication for the party? Party itatanganikiwa? Party itaanguka?
They do what?
They decide to depart from ODM. The kina Babu, the kina Sifunas, the kina Kamisi, the young leaders.
They will not be felt.
Chama itaendelea.
Chama itaendelea. They will lose it. In fact, if Babu today went and opened his own party,
yeah,
he will be written off the history of Kenya.
Wow. Kenyans, do you think that if Babu Owino goes and opens his own party, that will be the end of Babu. Do you feel like the team of the young leaders, if they depart from ODM, will that seem, or rather, will that be deemed to be the end of their political careers? And also, as today we are talking about the young tax versus the old tax, the old generation versus the young tax, the new guns in town in ODM. Who do you think has it? Who do you think has the votes of the people?
Look at it from this angle. In fact, the party the party that has been able to bring youth to leadership has been ODM. Because when Raila spoke, the whole constituency believed in him.
Yes.
But if you look, for example, like Jubilee as the oldest voice in parliament. Yeah. But ODM has been able to blend the team.
Yes.
Because it was whoever ODM races for a post.
Yes.
Has always gone through. It was one-way traffic. So, but I think also UDA as a young crop of leaders. But these other parties, KANU, old dogs, Jubilee, old boys. Why? Because the old guys are the ones who vote.
Yeah. And also there's someone who's telling me ODM sio faction mbili tu. Kuna pia Gladys Wanga. Gladys Wanga pia anakuja strong. Watu wanasema kwamba maybe she might decide to overturn everything. Abuye sasa ndiye atakuwa leader wa ODM. Watu wanasema because one thing I've heard from the younger generation is they are calling for an NDC. The older generation wanasema tushachagua. Na wana brush off story ya NDC. Hawataki hiyo National Delegates Conference where they can be able to elect the leaders. Hao wanasema wanachorea, ni kitu inapuziliwa.
You see, I've never seen a single party in Kenya which has come to elect its leaders on the ADC. Kasarani, never. What they normally do is they come to a farm.
Yes.
They come to they are given the leaders and they say,
wow,
yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode. This was the Checkmate, and feel free to make sure that you at least turn on the notification bell there so that every time we have a show, you are able to watch the show as it drops. And also do not forget to subscribe, share, like, and leave a comment under this video. Thank you.
Thank you.